So I've been working with the Wool Warehouse. If you haven't heard of them, they are a great company. You can find them in the link below. And I have been working with them to try out some of their new yarns, and I just got the delivery through. So we're going to try out these beautiful in-house brand yarns. So let's open them. So I'm going to be remaking my Bonnie baby blanket. And so I chose colours that were very similar to the original. Let's have a look. Nice, nice. So this is Yarn Smith's Create Aran yarn. So let's open them. I love that they come in like a nice kind of, you know, sheer black bag. They're really cute. So let's open this up and have a little feel and see what they're all about. Okay, so they're nice and soft. They are nice and soft. I really like that. And they do come in 100 grams. So the colours that I've got here are claret red, or 3 balls of that. I've also got the rose pink, which is a really nice colour as well. It's very similar to the original that I used from Stylecraft. These are soft, these are nice. And I'm always a bit wary about trying different brands than what I'm used to because, I mean, you never know what you're going to get, but these are really nice. And this is the cream, very similar to the colours I chose for the original Bonnie baby blanket. This is a bit more red than the burgundy that I had for the original, but this was the closest that they had colour-wise to the original. I think I actually might like these a bit more than Stylecraft. Right, so I'm going to make up this baby blanket with these lovely soft yarn. I mean, I've tried brands like Emu, and they've been quite rough. You get some balls that are different colours, and they're softer. Some of the colours are harsher, and these are all very, very smooth. Same texture on each ball. I like it. Let's get started. Lovely. So here is the blanket that I have made with the Yarn Smith's Create Aran yarn, and I am absolutely loving it. It's really smooth on your hook, and it is still beautifully warm as well. The colours are really nice and vibrant, especially this claret red, and the cream is beautiful. But this colour combination, although obviously the claret red is a lot brighter, and not quite as kind of burgundy as the other yarn that I used from Stylecraft, it does still look absolutely beautiful together. So the Wool Warehouse have actually put together a pack for me for this blanket. So all you have to do is click the link down below in the description box, and that will take you straight to the bundle where you can purchase all the yarn that's needed for this blanket. Anyway, we're going to make the border for this. So if you want this pattern, you can find that in the links below, and I'll also pop it up here for you as well. And then you can have a look at how to make that. You can also buy the pattern online as well, or you can find it for free on my blog as well. So let's go on to making the border for this, because I haven't yet published a border pattern for this. The only thing I have suggested is that you just do a single crochet row all the way around the edges, and I always suggest starting with that when you're doing a border anyway, because it gives you a nice kind of foundation to start with. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab our cream yarn, and we're going to grab our 5mm hook, and we're going to attach it into one of the corners, and then just pop a single crochet in each stitch all the way along. So let's start off with a slip knot and pop that onto our hook, just like so. And then we're just going to simply attach it to one of the corners of our blanket. So I finished off here, so what I'm going to do is pop it in there, and then just slip stitch that on. I'm then going to chain 1, and I'm going to work over these tail ends. So I'm going to turn my work, and I'm simply going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way along. So pop our hook in, yarn over, bring up a loop, so we've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2, and just repeat that in every stitch all the way down. Now when you get to each corner, you're going to want to put 3 single crochets into each corner. So I've put my single crochets all the way along the top. I'm now at the corner stitch here, so I'm going to pop 3 single crochets into that corner stitch, and that will give us a nice rounded corner. So 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to start working down the raw edge. So let's turn our work onto its side, and we're going to put in single crochets just evenly all the way down our work, just like so. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, and you've got 6 rows, so you should have 1 single crochet in each row all the way down. Okay, so I'm now at the corner again, and I'm going to put in my 3 single crochets. So I'm working over that tail end as well.
So 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to be working along the bottom edge of our blanket. So to do this, we'll have a large space and then a smaller space, a large space and then a smaller space, large then small. So we're going to work 2 single crochets into the larger spaces and then 1 single crochet into the smaller space, 2 into the large, 1 into the small, 2 into the large, 1 into the small, and you're going to repeat that all the way down. And the way you can tell which one's the small and the large, this one is the chain 2 that we skipped at the beginning of the blanket if you look at the tutorial, and then this is where we put our stitch into. So this is the bottom of our stitch, little bubble, and this is the chain, and we're going to put 2 single crochets. Then we come to the bottom of our stitch and we're going to put 1 single crochet in there. Now we've got the chain 2 again, so 2 single crochets, and then you've got the bottom of your stitch, so 1 single crochet, and you're just going to repeat that all the way down until you get to the other corner. Okay, so I've now completed the bottom of our blanket, and I'm going to come to the corner here and I'm going to put 3 single crochets into the corner, and 3, and then we're going to turn and work on our last raw edge. So remember, for the raw edges you're going to put 1 single crochet in the end of each row, so you should have 6 single crochets for each colour change. And if you haven't done any colour changes, that's not a problem. What you want to do is, for each bubble that you see, you should have 2 single crochets. So we've got a row here, so I pop in 1 single crochet, row here, 2 single crochets, a row here, 3, a row here, 4, a row here, 5, and then a row here, which is right there, 6. So you just want to put 1 single crochet in each row. Okay, so I'm now back around at the corner and we've already put 1 single crochet in there, as you can see. So we're going to put 2 more single crochets into there, 1 and 2. And then we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet we made to join. So we now have our single crochet border all the way around our blanket. So this is where we want to now add the style border that we want to add. So you can always just do a simple border like this. You can just do double crochets on your next row if you prefer. But for this one, I think the bubbles kind of would tie it in together quite nicely. So I'm going to do a bubble border. Okay, so once we've completed that round, we're now going to start on our second round, and we're going to start by chaining up 2. And this is going to count as our first double crochet. We're then going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around, apart from when you get to the corners, and you'll put 3 double crochets into each corner. So to do your double crochet, you're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. And you're just going to repeat that all the way down until you get to the corners. Okay, so I've made my double crochets all the way around. I've put 3 double crochets into each corner, and I'm now at my final corner, so I'm just going to pop 3 double crochets into that stitch. 1, 2 and 3. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 that we made at the beginning of the round. Just pop your hook in the top of the chain 2 and slip stitch. So you should have a nice border all the way around now, so you could leave it like this if you want to. Okay, so for round 3 we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work, so we're working in the opposite direction. We're then going to put 1 single crochet into the same space as the chain 1. Then we've got our 3 stitches in the corner, so we're going to put 1 single crochet in the first, and then in the middle one we're going to put 3 single crochets, so 1, 2 and 3. We're then going to do the same all the way around, so we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around until you get to the corner, and you're going to put 3 single crochets in each corner. Then when we get back to the beginning of the round, we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet that we've made. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. So we're going to be working the opposite direction to what we were before, working around the first corner here. We're going to skip the first stitch, which is below our chain 1, as that will count as our first stitch, and we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch here. And then in this corner we're going to make a bobble stitch. So the bobble stitch is going to be a bit different to how it normally is. So we're going to yarn over our hook, go into that stitch, then we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 loop on our hook, so we've still got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, go back down into the same space or the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and you'll have 5 loops on your hook. You're then going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. Then chain 1, and you're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. So slip stitch, pop your hook in, yarn over, and pull through the loop on your hook. And then do another modified bobble stitch. So we're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop on our hook, so we've still got 3 loops, then yarn over your hook, go back down into the same stitch, yarn over and pull through, and you've got 5 loops on your hook. You're then going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. Chain 1 to secure, and then do 2 slip stitches, so 1 into the next, and 1 into the next. And this will give you a lovely bobble on the front of your work. So the front of your work will look a little something like this. You've got these lovely little bobbles, and you're just going to repeat that all the way around. So you do a modified bobble stitch and then the 2 slip stitches all the way around. Okay guys, so we finished the blanket and the border, and it looks really pretty. I love it. So the bobbles on the edge of the border, they match the blanket perfectly. So let's do a little close-up so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so this is the front of the blanket. So this is the front of the border. So the bobbles are kind of poking out this way. And it looks beautiful. So these ones, although we didn't do a bobble stitch for this blanket, it does look like bobble stitches. So it kind of goes perfectly with the border, and that's what I absolutely love. I wanted to give it a bit more kind of space for the border as well, so you could see the edge, and that's what we've done. This is the back. So as you can see, this is definitely the back of the bobbles, but it still looks beautiful this way as well. So head over to the link below to get the pack, the bundle. The pattern's also included in there as well, and you can make your very own blanket with all these lovely colours. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.